So, up next, very excited to welcome some live music in our studios. Daywave is a rising indie pop star. His debut album is filled with lush, sun soaked guitar pop with dreamy vocals. And we're happy to welcome Jackson Phillips and his band to our studio for a live performance. It's Daywave live on Morning Becomes Eclectic.
not speak, I see you when I see you. Promise me you won't run away with my heart. Promise me you're not trying to kill me. Promise me you won't run away with my heart. Promise you won't leave me in the dark. Hey now, push it all away.
Daywave, aka Jackson Phillips, here live in our studios at KCRW. Welcome. Thank you guys for coming through.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Sounding fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
Man, I've been a big fan of your music for some time now. Gotten to see you a couple times live. And you guys just wrapped up some touring, right? Opening up for Spoon and
The Shins.
The Shins? Okay, all right.
Yeah, we finished like a couple months ago, I think. So it's been nice to have some time off.
Yeah. So originally you're from Santa Monica, but you grew up in Marin. That's a lovely area. But how does it feel to be back in LA?
It feels good. I mean, when I was born in Santa Monica, but I only lived there till I was 3.
Okay.
I think so. I have some memories, but yeah, it feels good, to get out of the Bay Area. It gets, having grown up there, we all grew up there, and it gets a little, you go a little stir crazy like after a while. And I'd bounced around, and then I ended up back in the East Bay, and I love the Bay Area, but it's nice to just, be somewhere new for a little bit.
Well, how long have you been back in LA?
About a year.
Okay, wow.
Almost a year.
Then a newbie, welcome back. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, man, I want to get a little history on you and hear a little bit about what inspired you and what you grew up listening to.
Sure. Let's see. I guess I started playing music when I was like 8 or 9. I started playing the drums. And at that time, I was really into, I guess, whatever was popular. Like, I listened to Blink-182. I listened to whatever my sister was listening to, like Third Eye Blind and stuff like that. That was in like 1997 or something. I don't know. And then I got more into like classic rock in middle school. And then I always sort of listened to what my sister listened to, but like kind of more secretly. Which was stuff like, The Shins when that first came out, and like a lot of soundtracks like Lost in Translation and things like that. But then also I started getting more into like progressive rock and jazz, and then I went down the jazz rabbit hole for a few years there.
That's a deep one.
Yeah, it just is never ending. That's why I had to get out of it. Luckily, I got out of it.
All right.
But, yeah.
So a drummer at age 9?
Yeah.
Your parents got you a drum kit? Wow, that must have been interesting.
I
in the
know,
house.
it probably was so annoying.
But then you made the transition to playing guitar, and you're self-taught, right?
Yeah, I only started playing guitar a few years ago, but by that point, I kind of understood a little bit of how music worked, and I figured I could apply it to that instrument.
Wow. And so there's a couple of EPs that floated out a couple years ago and last year. And then the album came out earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
And how has the sound evolved and basically the sensibility from these EPs that you were basically recording in your bedroom, right? Or it was a bedroom studio that you had?
Well, I had like a separate room in my house where I recorded the EPs. But yeah, I think like with the album, it is similar to the EPs in the way that it stemmed from songs that I made at that same time as the EPs, and then I sort of just recorded them in a different way. Because if I would have put them out the way I originally had them, it probably would have sounded just like the EP.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up recording it in a studio and, just trying something different. And, so it is similar in that way, but sonically it's a little different. It's it's got a little bit more going on. There's more live drums. But I do miss, just making it all myself. There's nothing quite like that, like at my house, just I don't know, isolated. There's something better about that.
Well, there was definitely a rawness that you can hear from the EPs to now where it's a little more polished.
Hmm.
It's definitely fuller on the
Yeah.
album. So, and what was the sensibility in making that transition? Was that just automatic, or did you really
Yeah.
give it
Well,
some thought?
I felt like I needed to put out an album, and I felt like there was two ways to do it. I could like continue to make music on my own and just find like develop a new thing, but I didn't want to force that. I kind of wanted to let that happen naturally. So I figured I'll take all this music that I have that's in the same vein as the EPs, and I'll just record it in a different way that gives it some evolution. And I think in order to get an album out sooner than later, that was kind of the best option. And so that's what I ended up doing. But yeah, it's good, good to try it out.
Hmm.
You see what you like about going into studio, see what doesn't work. There's ups and downs.
And you've also produced music for a bunch of different people besides your own music, and with people like Hazel English.
Hmm.
Um, and I was reading that it's kind of like a little bit of a transition because, like you said, you like to kind of be doing stuff on your own. But when you're working with a different singer or a different producer or a different songwriter and collaborating, how involved do you get with that process?
It depends on who it is. With the Hazel English project, I was definitely pretty involved. But sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes I won't even play anything. I think on her recordings, I played pretty much every instrument, but
Wow.
except for the vocals. But on sometimes like I'll work with somebody and I won't play anything. I'll just kind of like, you know, uh, just sit back and arrange things and just try to get the best performance or whatnot. But yeah, so it varies.
Hmm.
But you always learn something from recording with somebody else, which is really fun. Like with Alicia or Hazel English, like she's really great like melody writer, and so I always like pick up things from her, and I'm like, oh, like every time you record with somebody new, there's always something to get from it. So
Right.
it's really fun.
And how did that Interpol cover come about? Because I know you did a cover of Interpol recently.
I had recorded the cover like maybe like a year and a half ago, and it was just sitting on my hard drive, and I didn't do anything with it. And then one day, Alicia came over, and we were just talking and hanging out, and I was pulling up random music, and I was just like, I think maybe she was humming over it, and I was like, oh, I have this thing, and then I was like, whoa, that would be cool if you sang, and it was kind of back and forth, and then so
Hmm.
we just recorded her vocals right there, and then that was it.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great tune, and to hear the covers sounding
It's
awesome.
really, the reason I held on to it and didn't put it out is because I feel like it's so hard to pull it off, and I didn't think that I pulled it off. I was like, it's not quite, but
No, I think you did all right, man.
yeah, it's okay. And then
It's
I
good.
put her
It's really
vocal on
good.
it, and it like really was like, okay, this is something cool. It's like a little more interesting than if I was just covering it. So
Yeah. Well, you mentioned the live performance has evolved quite a bit. Seeing you from the last time, I think I saw you at the Troubadour or something a couple
hmm
years ago. And but how has the live performance evolved? I mean, you guys been touring a while, playing with some bigger stages, and obviously still the intimate rooms. I mean, you guys even did like some in stores last time around. You did
yeah.
Amoeba and Fingerprints down in Long Beach. But how has the live performance evolved?
I mean, I think it's been the same group of guys for a while now, so we've been just like, getting more comfortable playing, and also like, yeah, like you said, and you play in different rooms, you definitely get a feel for how to play in that room or how to set like your monitor mix and all that stuff. And in the beginning, we were pretty rookie. We didn't really know what we were doing, but we've definitely gotten better and like, and more comfortable just playing. And there's something good about, playing in those situations where like it's really just you don't get a sound check and they just throw you up and there's no room or anything and you just have to make it work. I feel
Right.
like those are the ones where you really learn that it's like it doesn't always matter if it's like everything's perfect. You just have to play it, like it is. So
Well, that's definitely a charm of the live performance, and seeing that. And yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but that's
yeah.
definitely what's going to make it live.
And then when you do like when we were on tour with the Shins and Spoon, it was like we had these long sound checks and these gorgeous venues, like, and it was just like yeah, you just felt like, oh my God, this is so much better than anything we've done before.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be kind of like collaborating with other singers or songwriters,
Yeah.
where now you're playing with these seasoned professionals that have been doing it for a while. And I'm sure, did you pick up some tips or learn
Oh
anything from
yeah, you
them?
pick up all sorts of things just from you're like, oh, that's a professional band. That's how you do that.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Well, hey, we're really happy to have you guys here. And like I said, I've been a big fan of the music for some time. We're going to have a giveaway a little bit later on after the second set of music. We're going to have autographed vinyl copies. So very excited about that because I'm a big vinyl junkie myself. So we're looking forward to grabbing a copy. And let's get into your next set. But I want to mention that this song, Drag, that you're going to get into as the first song of the second set, Jason Bentley actually premiered that back in the day. It was a couple years ago when this song came out. Right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was premiered. I don't know if it was online or on.
Yeah,
on
no,
the
he
air.
definitely premiered it on air, and
Oh.
as being big fans of your music, so it was cool to hear it. And when I'm all like, all right, new music from Daywave, that was awesome. So, all right, well, let's get into it. Let's get into your second set,
Cool.
and as I mentioned, we'll give away some autographed vinyl copies after. And right now, it's Daywave on Morning Becomes Eclectic.
You say I'm always getting mad, I'm always such a drag, but I'm not like that. And I know that I'm too hard to find, and I don't make time, and I'm just like that. Hold me back, I don't wanna be a drag. It'll just make you mad. Turn me around. I don't wanna make a sound. And I know that I still hang around, and I bring you down, and I'm just like that. You say that I'm too hard to find, and I don't make time, and I'm just like that. Hold me back, I don't wanna be a drag. It'll just make you mad. Turn me around. I don't wanna make a sound. I know it's hard. I know it's hard being around me. I know it's hard. I know it's hard being around me. Hold me back. I don't wanna be a drag. It'll just make you mad. Turn me around. I don't wanna make a sound. Hold me back. I don't wanna be a drag. It'll just make you mad. Turn me around. I don't wanna make a sound. Think I'm still the same. change. I think I need something to make this go away, but I changed and I feel this way. I feel this way alone, and I feel this way. I feel this way alone. And you're gone. And you're gone. And you're gone. And you're gone. Things I'll never say, I keep them tucked away, 'cause I change. Things you want to hear, they all disappear. I'm not here, and I feel this way. I feel this way alone, and I feel this way. I feel this way alone, and you're gone. And you're gone. And you're gone. And you're gone. Do I belong? Do I belong? Do I belong? Do I belong? And you're gone. 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 travel first and lean towards this time. Oh, I'll break them down, no mercy shown. Heaven knows it's got to be this time. Watching her, these things she said, the time she cried, too frail to wait this time.